Hi guys, just in the comments column, if you can let me know if my voice is audible and am I visible to all of you, um, so we can proceed here. Just give me a thumbs up or something so I know I am visible and audible to all of you. And welcome to Sampoorna, the holistic well-being provider. You, me, and us together, and we are discussing on a checklist for one's unhappiness. So a lot of build-up has already been given in last two sessions, and today I'll be winding up the session, saying that explaining to you few more points or checklists uh, for our unhappiness in life. And before the end, I'm something going to share with all of you, which is very going to be very important, profound, and helpful to all of us. So stay tuned till the end as we go in the entire thing. So we have discussed few points of checklist, and I don't think today I will have, because discuss almost 8 or 9 points. So will not have. I don't want to um, let go of that time to explain. I straight away go into new few points which I want to share with all of you again. Reminding all of you again that we are not discussing the philosophies of happiness, but very simple practicalities of unhappiness and happiness. Something that happens on a daily basis, regular basis. If we can just ensure take care of it, or because we don't take care of it, we end up being very unhappy in life. So that's what we are discussing here. So I'm not discussing anything from a very uh, philosophical angle or some high level consciousness or spiritual angle, something very simple, practical, that keeps happening regularly with all of us. So I'll get into the entire thing. So much before, and why I'm using so many sources today. So right now, let's begin with something that I feel is going to be the very annual culture of uh, the world that we have been building up together for last so many years together. Last year when I did this phenomena, it was absolutely phenomenal, because I saw for the first time people from the age of uh, 15, 16 to 60, 62, all of them went so deep within themselves and first time experienced the divine in their life. So here is a 30, 40 second of uh, launch to all of you. That is what I basically call as the annual energy fest of my world, where I bring in so many people together in one place and make it an experience of divinity at its best, where all of them go into the womb of divinity for almost the entire time. And I've seen a very beautiful human being being born out of that divinity for the rest of the year. So here is for you, and then I'll pick up from there. Stay tuned with me. Thank you for witnessing and watching it together. So, welcome to and inviting all of you to Trans Night on 4th March with me. Whoever you are, whatever is your background, beyond religion, beyond tantras and mantras, beyond rituals, I promise you, I'll take all of you into state of trance like never before. Not for a moment, but for the entire night from sunset to sunrise. Come to experience it with me. Let's get into the topic of the checklist for one's unhappiness. So, apart from all that we discussed in last two sessions, one point which I again think is very simple, but we just overlook, and that point of checklist or that point in checklist is what I call it as. See, it's okay to stay disturbed. It's okay to be disturbed, but it is not okay to stay disturbed. A lot of people experience unhappiness because they choose to stay disturbed. See, all of us once in a while will get disturbed. I also get disturbed. There is no human being in the world, including the greatest spiritual soul who has been walked this planet. Let's take you an example of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, when he was nailed to death on the cross, he said something. For the first time in that moment of his pain, maybe, he lost alignment with the faith and he said, Lord, why did you forsake me? And that time, it was a momentary disturbance for even Jesus Christ, who lived his life completely in state of divinity and absolute faith. In that moment, he also got disturbed. But it was such a momentary disturbance for him. So even the one of the most evolved soul or somebody who walked this planet, healing people like nobody's business, just with his touch and his words and looks, also lost his alignment with faith, and he said, oh God, why did you forsake me? And pain was unbearable. And that very moment he realized, because these were not the last words, whatever they have said. So why God, why did you forsake me? And within few, maybe seconds, I don't know, but maybe seconds, he said something very beautiful. He aligned back to faith and disturbance was lost. And he said, my Lord, I offer myself in thee hands. And then he left for the heavenly abode. So disturbance is a part of life. Even if you're a highly spiritually evolved person also, or you're a common man like you and me, we all will get disturbed. What is important is why so many people stay unhappy, because they stay disturbed. Evolution comes with a simple understanding that the moment I get disturbed for anything, I'll use my intelligence to resolve the matter as early as possible and come back to the alignment of non-disturbance and become absolutely again state of happiness aligned with happiness. That's the importance of intelligence here. For example, I always give this example where you're standing on a traffic signal, a bus is standing and you're standing next to the bus, you're on the bike, somebody's, or I am, you are on the, I'm just taking example, don't feel very offended or take anything in a wrong sense, just understanding sake. You're standing on the bike, I'm standing in my car with the windows rolled down behind you, and in behind me, one spiritually evolved person is sitting in the that chariot. From the bus, people spit outside, which is a common thing which happens, and that spit falls on you also, and me also, and the Guruji also, the spiritually evolved person also. Now, the spiritually evolved person looks at it, looks up, says something to himself, Lord, your ways are your ways, or thank you. If that is what a punishment or that is what is the prasadam of you, I will accept wholeheartedly. And within maybe a fraction of second or few seconds, he come back to also, it's okay. That does not change my character. It doesn't, that spit is not on my character. It is only on my dress and it is okay. That doesn't bother. Within a second, he'll become okay. I am not as evolved as a spiritually evolved person, so I will maybe I will take another 30 minutes and say, why this, what's wrong in these people? They don't have a good habit. Why they chew tobacco? Why they eat pan and all this? And I say, and I'll blabber for and 30 minutes. Say, okay, whatever happened is happened now. What is what is not is not. Jo ho gaya, wo ho gaya. Let's find good about the entire thing, and I'll become normal. And I resolve the whole thing by asking or by telling myself some philosophies or some prophecies or some understandings or some realizations or some insight that I have learned all these years in my life. I'll use this to resolve the whole conflict in my mind about my disturbance. I'll become normal. A common man takes the disturbance everywhere he goes. From that signal, the bus moves. He's shouting at that fellow there, and he's chasing the bus there. And then he goes to back his maybe office or a house, and then he makes everybody's life miserable. And he keeps adding to the entire disturbance. Now we all three got disturbed, but the spiritually evolved person didn't choose to stay disturbed beyond a few seconds. I stayed disturbed for 30 minutes, and one common man is going on being disturbed for now entire half day, or by the time he goes to sleep, and next day morning only, if he forgets the whole thing or something bigger thing happens, so he forgets. So the reason for people to be unhappy is, it's not that others, people who are matured people, does not mean they don't get disturbed. I also get disturbed. So many people I've seen getting disturbed. I have seen so many saintly people in the discourses shouting at people, losing their temper, but they come back to the normalcy, like in a snap of a finger. Now that's maturity. So one of the point on the checklist which I always tell is, but you want to stay disturbed, what can be done about it? So many of people who are there around me, when I see them carrying a long face or being very disturbed, perturbed, I ask, what happened? I said, this had happened. Okay, when did it happen? No, it happened today morning. Today morning it happened. It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why are you stayed disturbed till 2 o'clock? Few of them till late night. Few of them for, since yesterday I am being very disturbed. Since yesterday, you are talking about 24 hours, you are creating a mental stress, emotional stress for yourself. Why would you do that? Have you not read books? Have you not attended so many programs? You have been to Gurujis, you have been to discourses, you have done so many training programs, you have your own personal experiences, you all that knowledge that you have, all that intelligence and wisdom of the world that you have accumulated. When will you use it? This is the time for you. That is where you use right information, right insight, right realization, and resolve the whole thing and say, okay, what happened? It can be, for example, it can be God upsets your plan because he has better plans for you. Life, this is a prasad buddhi. Whatever God gives, life gives, take it as a prasad and continue it. Maybe something better is coming for me. It can be, except no, some past karma of mine is getting balanced with this activity happening, and you use so many different insights, different understandings that you have learned over a period of years through different sources. Resolve it, no, but we don't want to resolve. We love to disturb, and we keep adding more and more disturbances. By how? By overthinking about it. I'll give a classic experience to all of you. So I go for a 1 day trip, and let's say they have to reach early in the morning, because bus will start, let's say, by 6 o'clock, or 6 o'clock we start. So for them to come 6 o'clock, the bus has to start. They have to be 5:45 reporting time is the latest. For that, they have to leave their house from they have to leave from their house by 5:15. For them to start by 5:15, they have to get up by 4:45. So 4:45 they woke up and got up, and then they got ready and everything happened. 5:45 they came. Now 5:45 they came. They were expecting tea to be served. Like how a welcome drink is given in a hotel, they are expecting welcome drink in the bus. 5:45 normal private bus, which is not there. So we didn't promise any tea, but they're thinking so early we have been called for Deepak's program. He might have been very considerate, and his empathy is also very high. He would have thought about it, and tea is not there. When tea is not there for a few people in the morning, no, their whole system is gone for a toss. For most of them, potty won't come. For few of them, headache will start. Now, have they got disturbed? Yes, disturbed. First disturbance is the tea is the trigger point. And they get into the inside the bus, and they were thinking or assuming they will get a window seat. Somebody already occupied the window seat because they came a little earlier than them. So they had to sit in the aisle, which was not as comfortable or not as per their expectation. Now, you know how the mind plays the game. The mind is going on. One, they will keep program at 6 o'clock in the morning. The bus will leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. Reporting time 5:45. I have to get up early by morning by 4:45. Then I have to get ready and take bath early in the morning with this. I can't take that. On top of it, I did not get tea also. Leave no tea also. I thought I will get window seat. Even window seat isn't proper. Well, then the bus starts by 6 o'clock. Bus start by 6 o'clock, and as the journey start, roads are bad. We're in India. We are not in some other country. India, roads are bad. So the fellow is trying to sleep, catch up some sleep in the travel time, but jerks are happening, so he is not able to sleep. His mind is processing. 4:45 I woke up, which I never wake up in the morning. Then I have to come without taking tea and take bath in the morning and come. And tea is also not there. And tea is also not there. You can get window seat also. On window seat also not get. I got aisle seat. In aisle seat also at least time to sleep now. The roads are bumpy and I'm not able to sleep. This is all jerking. This is just that. Now he is disturbed by 5:45 because tea was not there. But his disturbance is continuing and he is going on adding more disturbance by fueling the whole thing. Then bus stops somewhere or doesn't stop, it's going on, then he feels pressure. He has to take a leak. Now he goes and tells the volunteer there, can you ask the driver to stop the bus because I want to leak and too much pressure is there. Now drivers are next level of people, next league of people. They are not the owners, but somehow the way they drive the bus when you are sitting there, they feel they are the owners. They won't stop the bus. Now this guy is not understanding the driver's mentality. For him to stop the entire big bus every now and then is not the easy. It's very irritating. So they don't stop. But now it is private bus. We have booked the entire bus. He is supposed to oblige, but he will not do it. He will at least drive for another 2-3 kilometers to stop. He will say roads are small. It's a highway. I can't get down. Let me. The village is there. Town is there. After that, this whole open space will come. He'll tell me. Now this guy. 4:45. I woke up. I would take bath also, which I don't like to take. Okay, 5:45, tea was not there. If a tea was not there and I did not get a window seat, I had to sit in aisle seat. I'm trying to catch up some sleep. It's bumpy ride. I'm not able to sleep also. Now pressure is there. This guy is not stopping also. Now what is this? Now in just from 4:45 to 7:15, in that much time, he's going on adding disturbance. And that driver will stop the bus. Now he gets down because his tremendous pressure. He puts pressure on the driver. Driver stops the bus. He gets down to see he has stopped in a place where there is no toilet. There is no toilet. There is no toilet. The toilet is another 5-6 kilometers from here, for which he can't wait. Now he's not able to see toilet. He has to leak. No, he will not leak. He'll start again. 4:45, tea, aisle seat, window seat, bumpy ride, sleep, pressure, leak. Now you are going on becoming disturbed. You're adding to a disturbance, and that's one reason people are not happy in life. They are very unhappy in life because you keep overthinking about it, keep overdoing about it. You unwantedly exaggerate your disturbance, which I think is absolute nuisance, absolutely invalid. I think we all have been given intelligence only for that matter. When you lose your state of happiness or you get disturbed, how fast can you resolve everything in your mind using your intelligentsia, using your maturity, using your experiences, using your learnings, using your insights, using your revelations, using your realizations over the years that you have learned. Now is the time, because now you have got disturbed, you should be able to resolve it. Use your intelligence, but we will not do it. So one very strong point on the checklist you have to write down is this: I choose to stay disturbed. I don't resolve. I keep overthinking, overdoing it, and keep exaggerating it, whole thing, by fueling more and more disturbance to the entire thing. This is one checklist point on checklist. Another point which I want to add again is very, very practical mistake which most of us end up doing it. This Sunday we had the farewell party for 12th standard student from the Kingdom College, my college, and I was addressing at the end of the whole thing. I told one very simple fundamental, very simple personal fundamental of my life. And I told them, if you want to be happy in life, then this is the funda which I always have practiced, and I always tell everybody. I think this is a very common sense. We should do that. Think about it. 50% of our life goes in workplace. 50% of life remaining goes in the house or goes in the family life, which means with the person that you have. Hey, Sheshan, thank you so much. A few of you added super sticker. I just got so lost in the entire session. I am not able to uh, take your name also. I think thank you, Session, for adding the super sticker of 39. Few more also added. I couldn't, just got lost in the session. Anyway, thank you so much. Now, 50% workplace, 50% with your life partner. So my personal funda, which I want to share with all of you also, and I think you should do it. नौकरी और छोकरी अपने मन से करना चाहिए. नौकरी और छोकरी अपने मन से करना चाहिए. It should be of your choice, because 50% of your life you'll spend in workplace. If workplace is not of your choice, if you're not having a job of your choice, if you're not doing a business of your choice, then from morning 9 to almost 8 o'clock, which means again 11, 12 hours, half day of your life, you're going to be in a place which you don't like, which you don't enjoy, really. And then if you have also married somebody whom you did not want to, because of pressure from the family side, parent side, or some side, social pressure was there, and whatever it may be, you had no choice, or you made that choice and you married somebody whom you did not like it, or whom you did not enjoy to be with. And when you come back home, you have to spend the entire night from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning, again with a person, again with a family, with whom you are building the family, whom you do not enjoy completely. Then your life is a mess. You bring the tension of the house to the work, work to the house. On the other hand, if you think about, if you love the work that you do, if you really enjoy the work that you do, you don't have to look at the watch. Time just flies for you. You don't know what is called tiredness. You don't know what is called fatigue. It just, everything energizes you. And then you go back home looking forward, because there is a life partner of yours waiting. Either way, whether you're a boy or a girl, a man or a woman watching this, you go back to a person whom you know you look forward to be with every time you go back. You can share your heart out. You can, without hesitating, you can say what you want to say. You know the person is non-judgmental about the entire thing. They will not judge you. They will not give gyan to you. They will just absorb everything, accept you, and just, now you look for, you have a magical life. You have a fabulous, you are living an amazing, complete, fulfilling life. So one very, this checklist point, nobody in the world is going to share with you. Something which very simple, very practical, but something which I have seen a lot of people, either they are married somebody whom they do not like, or they are doing a job or a business which they do not like. So 50% of life is unhappy, 50% is okay. For few people, I don't know what curse they have on themselves, or they have cursed themselves with, neither they are happy in the workplace, nor they're happy in the family. Now you are gone. So one very crazy, strange, very useful funda that I've always practiced. I married the person of my choice, and I do the work which I've always wanted to do. And for that, yes, I had to fight a lot with society. I had to fight a lot with my parents, her parents, to my entire village. Even when I had to come from Pune to Bangalore to pursue my purpose to touch lives and make a difference, including my mom, who didn't agree for the entire thing, and so many more people who didn't want me to come to Bangalore. And I just stood my ground. Not a very easy experience, but it was momentary unhappiness, but permanent happiness. If you are happy in the workplace where you are working, it is your workplace or somebody's workplace, when you actually enjoy the place, you're happy. If you don't enjoy the place, it is a source of your unhappiness. And if you're married to somebody whom you did not like, whom you did not want to, and you're stuck with the person, I think is a source of unhappiness to you. Now, don't ask me this question. But Deepak, now we're already married. I'm already doing some business and I'm not enjoying. What do I do? No, I don't think today I can answer this question, because I will take a lot of time to answer. Now, what can be done? Very simple thing can be done right now is go back to the same series of checklist for unhappiness. First session I spoke about spontaneous acceptance. Start loving, either love what you do or do what you love. So do what you love is the first choice. No, then start loving what you're doing is marry whom you love or start loving whom you are married. So that is the option for you. Little practice is required, little clarity is required, little maturity, little sensitivity, little empathy, little sensibility. I think you'll be able to get back to the entire thing. So it's as simple as that and as difficult as it can be if you don't understand. So next checklist point which you should write down here is नौकरी और छोकरी अपने मर्जी से करना. Marry the person of your choice and find a workplace of your choice, and that will make so much life easy for you and for everybody around it. Another point which again is very somehow I feel it is very it's too much. So one another point on checklist you can add here is those of them who are looking for perfection are a source of pain to themselves also and to everybody also. They just want everything perfect, 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 perfect. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong in being perfect. But problem here is this. Nothing wrong in being perfect. The problem here is nothing is perfect. Everything in the world, everything in the existence, including this existence, is moving from imperfection to perfection. So there is nothing called perfection. Perfection is a mirage, it's a myth. And people want everything perfect. And in trying to pursue that perfection, no, they're not able to enjoy the beauty of life, the simplicity of life, those simple, simple funs of life because they want everything perfect. And this creates tremendous pressure. One, see, you expect perfection from yourself, your personal problem, your personal choice, do it. You're expecting perfection from others also. That's, I think, is very unrealistic, absolutely invalid, and it's not possible, my dear friends. You want your spouse to be perfect, you want your children to be perfect, you want your parents to be perfect, you want your school to be perfect, you want your college to. Somebody asked me also recently, I want to send my child to a school, which school should I send, which is a perfect school? I said there is no perfect school in the world. Even if tomorrow I open a school, start a school, I know it will not be perfect, it will have its own limitation, it will have its own flaws. Nothing in this world is perfect. And when you try to look for perfection, which is not there, see, if it is there, I can understand. If it is not there, iPhone. I remember first iPhone way back whenever we bought it. That iPhone, they said, is the best phone available in the world. Today I use iPhone i14 Pro, so it has gone through 14 versions. 14 times it has been updated, looks like now. So, which means even this iPhone 14 Pro is also not perfect now. I'm paying lakh of rupee, little over lakh of rupee for that phone, which is not perfect. But I'm very happy with that phone. I have iPhone 14 Pro. With an imperfect product, I'm happy. Then where is this craze which people have built that they want perfection? So many houses you go, and the woman of the house, she want a perfect kitchen. Kitchen perfect. They should be clean, clean, Euro clean. There should not be a speck of dust. They make the life of the maid servant hell. They just cannot. In fact, they will have a maid servant to clean the place, and they will be standing behind the maid servant and looking and watching, and almost like an watchdog, keep on watching how she is cleaning and keep on telling you, this is not okay, that is not okay. Now, no maid servant want to work with you because you are wanting to make. If you're expecting what? You're expecting a maid servant to be perfect. Oh, madam, you are MBA. She's not MBA. Even after MBA, your boss has problem with you, and you're expecting a fourth failed lady to be perfect. You should then you're looking for what? ISO 9002 certified maid servants. Not available in this world. It is impossible. But we're looking for perfection. So many men I have seen, they come back home and they want the house to be perfect when they come back. They want the curtains to be properly set. They don't want shoes to be kept like that. And they want everything should be decked up properly. Boss, it is a house. It is not a museum. Then you will be given an award for the best kept house. What is called perfection? There is no definition of perfection here left. And when you are looking for perfection from yourself, you do it now. Who's stopping you? Don't impose perfection on other people. I don't like the way you sit. I don't like the way you do the things. I don't think this is the way to do. Are yaar, it's okay, ma, please. And if you're not able to, and if you're looking for it, okay, let be one thing very clear. Guaranteed unhappiness to you. Guaranteed unhappiness to you. When you understand people have flaws, people have limitations, they have their own issues, they have their own lacunas, they have their own. People keep few things like that only. I have seen a lot of people. I do everything almost in my life gracefully. When it comes to eating, I enjoy my eating. I love to lick my fingers, and I enjoy that food with the hand. I don't use spoon, fork, knife. Wherever I go, five-star hotel, seven-star hotel, or the poshest of the parties, I will in my own program also. I'll be wearing very heavy, brilliant clothes, stoles, and my coats. I still prefer to eat with hand only. Not able to say it doesn't look good. You don't eat with the hands, you eat with the spoon, fork, fawda, kuladi. You use all these things. Trishul, you can use trishul. Leave me alone. I don't want to get locked into your perfection, because if you start looking me into from the eyes of perfection, you'll make my life hell. Yours I don't know about. My life will become hell, and I don't want to. That point in my checklist is not there. Yeah, I prefer to have excellence in my life. It's like my today should be better than my yesterday, and my tomorrow will be better than my today. Excellence is possible, and I choose to excel. There was time in my life when I had stammering problem. Now I have excelled so much that you can't make out my stammering. The problem in my there's a phase in my life when I had a very poor vocabulary. I have to search for words. So what can be used here? Then I will use some Hindi word somewhere. I will use some body language to make up for the entire thing. But today I don't search for the words. It just keep flowing. I'm excelling in my communication. The times in my life where I used to have a lot of grammatical mistake. Today also it must be there. It once, but the degree of mistake. Suppose it was 10 mistakes in one session. Today it may be only one mistake or two mistakes in a session. So I'm excelling in my speech, excelling in my vocabulary, excelling in my grammar, excelling in using some amazing words which I keep on using. Now I believe in excellence. That keeps me also on the curiosity that I what else can today I speak a statement or a word or a phrase or a proverb here or some idiom here where I can make the talk little more exciting for everybody. I look forward for excellence, because what is called a perfect speech? What can be called as a perfect talk? It's not there. It's not there. It's a myth. It's like a mirage. Looks like it is there. You chase it, but it is not there. So excellence is what I have substituted with. So if you are unhappy in life, one of the reason on the checklist you can add is you're looking for perfection, which is not there. So please stop looking for perfections in life, because it is not there. And it's not this, it's not there. Concluding point. There are a few more, but I think we'll conclude with this. Is concluding point for checklist on your unhappiness is, I think again, you may be aware, you may not be aware. So nobody would have spoken to you about it. It's purely your lifestyle. It's purely your lifestyle. If a lifestyle is not proper, unhappiness is going to be part of your life all the time. I'll give a very simple example that happened today only. Since morning, I had some very critical, crucial meetings. One with one of my investor on one of my enterprise. One meeting was to finalize some different project altogether. So after a long time, I had to discuss um, numbers, which usually I don't like talking about it, but I had no choice. But I had to make a presentation, projections, and everything happened. The meeting went from almost like 11:30 to 3 o'clock, and it happened after a very long time that I had a meeting for almost 3.5 hours non-stop without a break. Finished lunch after that, which I don't. I always eat my food on time only, but it happened little late. Then I had to travel. The travel was through the traffic, 45 minutes of drive. And then the person whom we went to meet was not available that time. What he told, he came after 45 minutes. 45 minutes simply had to wait in that entire traffic and just literally pass the time till the person came. Meet the person for half an hour, 45 minutes. Again came back in the traffic. So by the time I came back, this whole traffic and those pollution and those no elongated meetings and some wasted time. This whole becomes such a mental stress to me by around 6:30 when I came. I went for a tea break and I said, no, I just want to take a small break. I'll go home. I came back home by 7 o'clock. Just for 20 minutes, I lied down, nothing that, and came back to I resolved everything in my mind. I came back to my alignment and said, okay. I said, after a long time, I have to do a journey like this and this. I said, one day I'm out like that, and so much of contamination, pollution, traffic issues, honkings, and road rage to be seen, delayed meetings, elongated meetings, confusions. All these things going into my mind, tremendous amount of stress happened in just less than 12 hours. I said, people live like this on a daily basis. No timely eating, no right quantity, no right quality, no right timing, stress, mental stress, emotional stress. It applies on your, it start manifesting on your health, start getting headaches, start getting cold, start getting cough, infections. All this thing is piling up in your body because ultimately your address is not Sakar Nagar, your address is not Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, your address is you. You live in this body. I don't live in RR Nagar, Bangalore. I live in this body, and this body is my address. And everything is getting the physical stress, the driving stress, the social stress, the financial stress, the lifestyle stress, the family stress, the marriage stress, the parenting stress. Everything is getting into this address of mind called body. And poor body, how much will it take? Lifestyle, lifestyle, back to back. Ye khatam, wo khatam, this next, what next, what next, what? So much is there, and now you have to go to sleep. When you go to sleep, you're almost like half dead. You just want to go and hit the bed, and then family wants your time, children wants your time, your spouse wants your time, and you don't have any energy left into you to give time to them. There is a question of, I remember one of my close friend in a very beautiful speech he gave, and his speech, one statement very beautiful. I'm always happy because I don't have time to be unhappy. Is a statement he made in his speech, and I think a very beautiful statement. I'm very happy person because I don't have time to be unhappy. Look at our life has become exactly opposite. We are so unhappy we don't have time to be happy. Now the stress is that I should be able to sleep early, sleep properly, sleep deep, which does not happen. Then the pressure is to get up in the morning early by the time of your alarm clock, and people don't find it. People find it very difficult to get early in the morning as per their own schedule and keep delaying. The guilt comes because they are not able to get up in the time. The guilt comes, then the plan gets postponed, then hurry burry, then they are losing on the time, then activities are not managed properly. So next day morning also is stress of going on the time, then beating the traffic and which dress to wear for this, which vehicle to take, and oh my god, how much. So morning to night they're just back to back filled up with, they're adding layers and layers of mental stress, emotional stress. Like what I spoke in the first session, the mirror is there, it is reflecting to you your image. If you don't clean it regularly, layers of dust, layers of dust, layers of dust will keep accumulating on that mirror. If you're not using it for 1 month, that room is locked or that house is locked. That does not mean the mirror has lost its reflecting image. It's only that you have to dust it off. Like that, in a state of happiness only you get up in the morning, but the morning stress because you woke up late, that guilt or the regret, or now you have to rush to the entire traffic, or you have to be on the time, that stress. And this like layers and layers of sort of morning road rage and the parking issue, and then the boss issue and the colleague issue and the system issue, and then the food not coming on the time, or delayed meetings, or no payments, or no material going on time, or no delivery of the material. Morning to night, layers and layers and layers of mental emotional stress you do it. Lifestyle. So we are so busy with unhappiness that we do not have time to be happy. We're exactly opposite of what my friend told. I'm always very happy in life because I don't have time for unhappiness. Most of us have gone life absolutely wrong, where we say that I'm so busy with so much stress in my life to handle. I'm so unhappy in my life that I don't have time to be happy in life. Are we going somewhere wrong in our lifestyle, my dear friends? And that's why I realized a couple of few 2 3 weeks back, when I came to know about so got some news about people being hospitalized and people being under medication, severe medication, and some unwanted health issues at a very wrong age. And doctors are telling everything is okay with you, physically everything is okay with you, there's no fitness issue, but there's health issues. People are having strokes, people are having brain hemorrhage, people are having giddiness, people are having epilepsy attacks, people are getting, and all these are stress related issues. Your BP, your sugar, your thyroid, your cholesterol, your strokes, your epilepsy, all these are stress related issues. And we are just don't want to manage the stress. And I still feel, somehow feel, people talk about stress management. I believe in stress free life. Stress management means first create the stress and then keep managing it. I think there's a way to have a stress free life. And I think to a large extent I have lived my life stress free. I know at the end of by the end of the day, out of 10 times, 9 times I know how to resolve everything and I go back to sleep stress free. And then I realize I think people need very this my sessions, sharing the information or knowledge or the wisdom. I realize it's not enough. I think people need a lot of practical approach towards it. People need a lot of practical help. So I took one of the most amazing initiative of my life, which I was maybe delaying or I was denying not to take it. But I realized the importance of that session, importance of that experience for all of us. So here is something which I launched on this Sunday. I thought I will also use this platform to show to all of you that what is something which I'm going to launch, which I've already launched, that will actually help the humanity like nobody's business. And I have found some outstanding, amazing way by which your lifestyle, whatever lifestyle you're living, that I don't have any control over it, but I have a control over it. One thing, I can make sure. Thank you, Vivek, for that super sticker. Oh, I just missing on to the super stickers. Thank you guys for adding super stickers. Mm, I love you for everything in life. Those of you are adding and those of you not adding also, I love all of you equally. Now, I can't control or change your lifestyle, but I can do one thing. Whatever lifestyle you have, I can make sure when you go in the night back to the bed, you should not go with the stress, because when you go to the bed with the stress physically, mentally, it will straight away go deep inside of your subconscious. And once it enters subconscious, that will become a lifestyle for a lifetime. That is what we are seeing. And that leads to health issues, that leads to all those health issues which are incurable or they need tremendous amount of medical attention, and you end up paying lakhs and lakhs of rupees, and then for lifetime you're on medication. So I found a way by which I think I can help all of you a lot. When I say all of you, I'm saying all of you, irrespective of your age, irrespective of your background. I think I found something which will actually be very revolutionary in the world. Just 2 minutes for you, and then I'll continue on the entire thing with all of you. Here we go. first of a kind trans fitness in the world. And most of you have experienced health class of mine, which was purely on fitness based. But I realized because of this mental emotional stress that keep adding, which we are not addressing anywhere, no fitness class across the globe actually addresses mental and emotional stress. Very importantly is I know how to unlock energy from the centers of energy. That is like chakras, from the seven chakras that we have. And I'm going to incorporate that part because I realize people do fitness, and that fitness takes care of the body, to a large extent mind also, but beyond that it does not. So a lot of people after fitness, they come back, a lot of sometimes they are tired, muscle soreness, muscle pain, and they need to take rest. But if you can use the same time some processes by which you can actually unlock energy through your own source of energy called psychic source of energy, that is seven centers of energy, seven chakras. I think you can also have fitness, you can also get lost, get free from your mental stress, emotional stress, and also have high level of energy to actually clear the entire day and then go to sleep absolutely peacefully and get up in the morning fresh for the next 24 hours to push yourself. Those of them who have experienced my health class, you know one part of it, so definitely you are already a part of it, which I have come to know about it. Those of you, if you think you have not understood the whole thing or you don't know what it is all about, so next Sampoorna, that is 15th of February, I'm planning to have Fit Spirit experiential class for all of you for 1 hour. That is from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, Sampurna will be not discussing, sharing, informative. It is going to be absolutely transformative. If you are in Bangalore, do come. I'll share with you the location where you will be come. You will be coming. You have to come with your sports shoes on. Come with your sports gear on. Come with your fitness dress on. And those of you are not in Bangalore, and you can't make it to the location, and I have this whole plan of connecting the entire world globally through this one beautiful thing called Fit Spirit, the trans fitness. Those of you are not able, those who will not be able to come on next Wednesday, do log in. We'll share the link with you on the Zoom. It will not be a YouTube session because it can't be a YouTube session, because a lot of music will be used and music copyright will be an issue. So we have a Zoom link. Those of you want to attend online, ask for the Zoom link. We'll share the Zoom link with you, and you can, if you want to be a part of it online, because this will be also online, that Fit Spirit, you can also practice online. And I want you to experientially know how in 1 hour. It's not like a fitness class that where after 3 months you will see the result, after 6 months you see the result. Day one, from the first hour of your life in Fit Spirit, and you'll see the shift in your life, shift in your energy levels, shift in your stress levels. And I want you to first experientially see it, believe it, feel it, and then get it. And that's all about Fit Spirit. So next Wednesday we'll have experiential Sampurna in a absolutely complete experience where you also will be working out with me. I also be working out with you, and also online and offline together. And I will make sure in 1 hour you will experience moments of trance, and you will experience energy levels like never before in life. So get ready for an experiential, absolutely voluntarily initiative from my side for all of you. 15th of February, that is next Wednesday, I'll see Sampurna in a location which is again going to be a very beautiful location. I'll see all of you on there. Till the time, keep writing your learnings from today's session. Keep adding your comments. Definitely do like it and share it with everybody else. A lot of people need help, and we can play our own part. Let the chain continue from here. Thank you so much, and don't choose to be unhappy. Please, the choice should be happiness. You're just a decision away from your happiness. And let's look for a very happy, beautiful world for each other. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Bye bye.